Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone Mercenaries Heroic Bounty Guide, I'm going to take a look at Barnes in Dark Moon. You need to complete the Heroic Barnes bounty with Murloc Holmes in your team in order to unlock Murloc Holmes' equipment. And the Barnes fight itself, well, Barnes is kind of like a big priest. Barnes is going to summon big stuff every single turn. When Barnes is alone, Barnes takes 20 less damage. So with some combos you need to kill Barnes while adds are still alive. Many of the adds have taunt, so you kind of need ways to reach Barnes behind those taunts or to remove taunts. There's a few alternatives. Also there's some randomness as to Barnes' summons, because Barnes can summon Lich King, Yogg-Saron or a taunt golem. So different times when you face Barnes can turn out a little bit differently. Anyway, I have 3 excellent comps for this one for you. First of all, I believe the strongest comp against Barnes is Fire with Diablo. So I'm using Balinda with Lesser War Elemental, Geddon with Mark of Conflagration, and Ragnaros with Blazing Rune for the climb. Nothing out of the ordinary. On the bench, I have Gigi with Blazing Band, Diablo with Black Soulstone, and Murloc Holmes just chilling, unlocking that equipment. For the Barnes fight, I'm going in with Balinda, Geddon, Diablo, so that on turn 2, Diablo is going to Fire Stomp and deal a ton of damage. But that is not the only approach that can beat Barnes. One of my favorites is Old Gods. So I'm using Yogg-Saron with Idol of Yogg-Saron, Yogg-Saron with Awakening Roar, and Cthulhu with Heart of Cthulhu, with the idea that I'm going to be able to refresh Old God abilities so that Yogg-Saron and Cthulhu will be able to use their big cooldowns on turn 2 and just clear up boards and heal up the Old Gods. And to an extent this also works in the Barnes fight. On the bench I have Nezoth with Eternal Torment, Cookie with Appetizers for the extra health, and Murloc Holmes just unlocking the equipment. Finally, I have also been able to do Barnes with the Dragon comp, so I'm using Yulon with Pearl of Yulon, Nefarian with Chromatic Dragonflight, Sinestra with Mana Brooch, Longsing with Band of Bursting Novas, and Onyxia with Razor Sharp Claws, and Holmes again chilling on the bench. So Yulon, Nefarian, Sinestra, well, sometimes you can weave in some other dragons, but Yulon, Nefarian, Sinestra pretty much climb to Barnes. Then at Barnes, Yulon is going to remove all the taunts, so that Nefarian and Sinestra can kill Barnes. Then you have to be a little bit careful if Barnes happens to summon Yogg-Saron, so that Yogg-Saron won't be able to just wipe your entire board. But other than that, it's pretty smooth sailing. And this is what all of these comps look like in action. Okay, Heroic Barnes with the Fire Squad. Summoning Thespian, this Merc takes 20 less damage while alone. Desecrate deal damage equal to this Merc's attack to an enemy and 101 of its neighbors. So we're going to start blasting at that Barnes, while we're also going to freeze one of these and do some Infernoing, and might as well Doom Charge into the other. Alright, let's go.
Tonight, a tale of
Terrible tragedy. Who knows? It's Yogg-Saron. Oh dear. Well, Yogg-Saron, but out of the heat, restore 10 health to a character if your opponent has cast at least 2 abilities to turn it attacks a random enemy. By 5 speed, I have not attacked that much. We're just going to keep flame darting there. Do I even need to freeze anything? I don't think I even need to freeze anything, so I haven't used 2 abilities. Instead I can Inferno and then I can Firestomp. I can actually Firestomp first and then Inferno. Firestomp first, then Inferno, which actually also means that I can give Barnes Fire Weakness. It's all coming together according to the plan. Yeah. Then the Stomp. The Stomp is here. Just look at that Stomp. And it appears that, oh, Barnes is actually now alone. Barnes taking 20 less damage. No. Barnes will get to summon the Thespian then. Once Barnes has summoned the Thespian, Barnes will die. And then we're going to, then we're going to finish off Thespian. Yeah, it's all fine. So fine. Summon the Thespian. Wait, what? Oh. That's interesting. So it didn't count. Well, that's good to know. But in the grand scheme of things, it will make no difference. It will make no difference anyway. Wait. Oh, that was weird. But a little bit of bugs here or there will matter not. Because Fire Squad Diablo still an excellent choice for this one. Boom. Alright, Barnes with the old gods. So with the old gods comp, what we're trying to do here is set up some big old gods things and then blast away on turn 2. Turn 1 is the setup. What is Barnes going to summon? There's at least 3 options. There's the Lich King, there's Yogg-Saron, and there's more of these statues. The statue sounds fine. That's probably the easiest thing. So now we do Rage Unbound. We can joggle a little bit here. We can get the Mask of Cthulhu going. And these are going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter what I do with them, but here we go. Now we're going to blast through a bunch of stuff. And then we're going to heal up a lot. Sadly, the show is going to continue. Ah, Barnes survived at 2 health. Sad times. I was quite convinced that I would be able to catch Barnes there. Barnes is now alone, so the Lunatic Gaze is not going to help me right now. So, what I need to do is Mind Flay that Barnes. And I can also joggle. I can joggle and flay. That's going to be fine. There's a bunch of randomness with these old gods, so various possible outcomes. 5 speed, Death Coil, okay. Well, Rage Unbound at 2 speed is going to work wonders here. So, Lich King is dead. Boom. Barnes done with the old cards. Yeah, a whole bunch of randomness, but on average the outcomes should be pretty good. This was actually one of the weaker runs that I've done, so looks pretty strong. Alright, heroic Barnes against some dragons. Well, let's go and smack that Barnes away. Whee! Buffet, removing the taunts. Not Yogg-Saron. Oh. Yogg-Saron is the trickier one, because when it's Yogg-Saron, then you must not attack with the Dragonid. But now that it's not Yogg-Saron, well, in that case, I suppose we still need to hit in enough that Barnes will die. So that's 80, 90, 100 damage. We'll save this one, because random stuff can be good. Okay. There's some random targeting things. The Lich King appears. Okay. Well, Barnes is dead. But the ads are still here. Yulon is dead, Barnes is dead, but I can bring Onyxia. I could also bring Longsing. Longsing against the Lich King. I kind of like that. Let's do that instead. So, Yashuras, Lich King, set pieces. A few alternative ways this can happen. But what's important, if it's Yashuras, you must not use 2 abilities first, so the Yashuras can't get the kills on turn 2. But now, obviously, things are quite a bit different. I'm going for the Extinction here. Death Coil can deal a good chunk of damage. I suppose an Infusion might allow Nefarian to live. And then we're going to Celestial Breath into the Lich King. These are here just tanking some of the damage from the Desecrations. Well, Nefarian died, but that's fine too. Alright, then we still have Onyxia. And we have some AoE coming from Sinestra. So we should be fine here. Sinestra's going to just Mana Berry herself. Going to do some Celestial Breathing there. And why not a bit of Insolent Mortals? Just keeping these around. Keeping these around to tank some of the potential damage. Alright, we got the Lich King down. Most of them are down. Starting to look really good. More Desecrations are coming. Or are they? These just kill that one. This kills that one. And Longsing can even swap places a little bit here. Beautiful. Just need to be a little bit careful out there. You can get bonds down with the green dragons, but you have to be careful, especially in case the Yashuras is summoned. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.